Hello friends, I hope you're all well today. My name is M3ss and I'm here to teach you how to earn cryptocurrency and acquire crypto assets like NFT just by playing a variety of games online. This video has been a really long time coming. I've been researching this subject daily for over a year and researching cryptocurrency since late 2016. Over the past year, this research has inspired me to write hundreds of short articles on the Hive blockchain-powered platform Peaked. I've also created a Discord community called the Crypto Gaming Guild for others who are on this path, and at this point, I feel ready to start creating video content in an attempt to share the projects I love with a larger community. For every game on this list, there are 2 or 3 that I've researched that I've found to be lacking in major ways. More often than not, the projects mentioned here are ones that I've been interacting with daily for over a year. In my opinion, these are the best of the best games in the play-to-earn scene, and each one of these projects is very worth your time. So, without further ado, let's jump in. First, we're going to be starting with Rising Star. Rising Star is a music industry simulation game running on the Hive blockchain. This is one of the first play-to-earn games that I started with, and to start it, genuinely all you'll need is a Hive blockchain account. This is one that's very, very free to play. We're going to click Start Game here. As you can see, the UI is nothing fancy. This game is still very early in its project, and how it's functioning is it is attempting to create something akin to an accurate simulation of the music industry that players can come into, level up their skills, earn assets, and start to play some sort of role within the larger system. You can play as a musician, you can play as a manager, you can even play as some sort of asset rental class. There's so much you can do in this game. When you first come in, you're going to notice the timers. This game runs on a crypto token called M3ss, and a lot of the assets in the game are NFTs on the Hive blockchain. For me to get my mission started for the day, I'm going to select my most profitable mission, which is going to be the M3ss Millionaire. Click Start. Wait just a moment. And we'll see the mission starting here. This game is a very, very interesting economy where crypto assets are only created when players complete missions. Oftentimes, games in this space that are running this kind of simulation will have daily pools where to do missions, players are rewarded with a percentage of the pool. Rising Star doesn't do that, and it's one of the things that I find the most interesting about the game. Due to the way that M3ss and other assets are only passed out when players actually complete action, this game to me is a really interesting simulation. You keep hearing me say simulation, and I imagine that to some of you, you're like, all I see is a cheapo timer game. Let's take a deeper look. Here's one of the unique things about Rising Star. Players can actually, players that are musicians can actually release songs in the game as NFT records that they can then sell either to private players or larger collectors who are kind of playing as record labels. In order to do this, you really only need a small amount of M3ss. This is something that any long-term player is going to be able to accomplish. And once players have created these records, things get even more complicated. Other players can, as I said, buy those records, or they can take their earnings into this area, the Angels dashboard, and they can invest in the future of these records. By doing this, whenever one of the NFT records is sold, you are making a profit in M3ss. Really interesting system as far as I'm concerned. Another interesting thing this game has going on is the music promoter way of playing. Um, Rising Star has Star Bits, Star Pro, and a variety of different NFTs that function how the game works. In order to turn your Star Bits, which is kind of the normal currency, into Star Pro, you're going to want to sponsor missions. As you can see here, here are a list of the various missions that you can open up by playing the game and proceeding through it. Players can bid certain amounts of star bits to sponsor missions. So whenever another player completes one, they get a small payout of Star Pro. This is a really interesting system to me. Star Pro is not just a more premium currency, it's a currency that actually has more action in the game. There are a variety of missions that can be pushed forward or finished early through Star Pro. Yeah, I think we've gone on for long enough here. This is a really deep project that honestly I could probably talk about for half an hour, and maybe that I should. But the purpose of this video is just kind of give everybody their first look at some of these projects, and this is Rising Star. Next up, Alien Worlds. Now, Alien Worlds is the kind of game that really pisses off a lot of players because, well, they don't really think it's a game. And I understand, to be real. Alien Worlds is a button. Essentially, what it's trying to be is a project simulating deep space exploration and mining using crypto assets and NFTs to facilitate gameplay. Right now, the game is this mine button. You're going to need to find some tools to start your mining. These tools can be anything from like this standard drill, this standard shovel, standard capacitor. I'm using basic explosives, triple basic explosives, and depending on what NFTs you're using to facilitate your mining, that will determine how much payment you get and how long your mining takes. When I click mine, as you can see, it's going to take a couple seconds to load. Sometimes it asks me to confirm my address. This is a Wax blockchain game. Click it the second time. Here's the wallet coming up for confirmation. Approve it, and you can see my total up here. Updates. I just earned about half of a trillium. As you can see, I have over 500 trillium, and what's harder to see in here is that I have about 2,500 trillium staked into this game. After acquiring the NFTs that I needed to mine daily in this game, there's been really not much else to do for a year. That has resulted in massive player die-off. Some people consider this game dead. The reason that I don't is because Alien Worlds has made a partnership with Binance. It's very, very clear to me that projects like this aren't really shitty games. They are interesting gamifications of crypto educational skills. These games are teaching people what DeFi is and how DeFi works. That's a complicated subject. Anyway, this is this is a really simple one, so I thought it might be a good one to go to next. Let's check out the next game in the line. This game is called Neon District. Neon District is a lot like Rising Star in that currently the game is pre-launch and we're really only able to play a short minigame. It's we can go into some areas and see what this game is going to look like. I've built a team of I have a variety of characters that I've been leveling up over the past year, and I also have a large inventory of NFT items. It's worth noting that while this game has not launched yet, many of these items, especially the rare ones, like these legendary weapons, they're already selling on OpenSea for large percentages of ETH, which can be hundreds to thousands of dollars. That to me shows me the excitement in this space. Now, to earn assets in this game, or excuse me, to earn the currency in this game that you're going to need to buy crates of assets, you're going to be running a mini game called Neon Pizza, where your players are going to be going out there and delivering pizzas Snow Crash style. That will reward you with a token called Neon. And while this one is pretty much just a button, just like Alien Worlds, one of the nice things about it is no matter how your team is set up, that button lasts 8 hours. So, once I've pressed this and I have my team going to investigate, they're going to be delivering for the next 8 hours. This delivery is going to take just over half an hour, and once that's done, they will head to the next delivery. When I come back here in 8 hours, I will be able to effectively call them back and get all of the neon that they've earned. I have been, for months playing this game, I would earn maybe a couple thousand neon and then splurge and buy some loot crates to see what I could do and upgrade my characters with equipment, weapons, even if this stuff wasn't usable in the game really yet. I like the fashion show aspect of it. At this point, I've stopped spending all of my money, and I'm waiting for this game to hit its next stage. I really don't mind logging in here twice a day to press a button to keep my total of neon going up and up and up. As you can see, I've got almost 19,000 neon now. And when this game launches, I really look forward to having a head start in having my teams created, having them equipped with good equipment, and now having a very nice pocket full of money. Next up, we're going to be going to one of the most successful games in the Play2Earn space. This is Splinterlands. Splinterlands is, in my opinion, the tip of the spear pushing forward Play2Earn gaming. Splinterlands is a battle line style trading card game, collectible card game. This is fundamentally different than a Hearthstone style game where you're dragging around your players. Let me show you what a battle in Splinterlands looks like real quick. While we're searching for a game, I can clarify that Splinterlands runs on a token called Deck, Dark Energy Crystals, and you can use Deck to buy pretty much all of the NFT assets that you need to play the game, be they packs of cards, the cards themselves, or other types of various assets. Now, when I come into the game, it gives me a mana cap and some limitations. Here, I can only use creatures from the water or the fire splinter, and there's a couple really interesting rules of combat here. Each game has unique rules of combat that really spice things up and stop you from playing the same deck over and over and over again. In this way, Splinterlands reminds me more of tabletop wargaming like Warhammer 40k than it does tabletop card gaming like, say, Magic the Gathering. The way that Splinterlands works is you show up to the table ready to play, and you have to bring your entire collection because you don't know what the rules you're going to be faced with are. And once you do see the rules, you need to figure out how to best put yourself in a situation where you're going to be able to win this battle. Now, we can only use 1/3 of the splinters, and I don't really own any fire cards. So I'm gonna pick magic. I'll pick my summoner, who makes all of my magic damage slightly higher, and then as you can see, I have the rest of my 32 mana points to determine my loadout. Now, all of these cards are Splinterlands NFTs that I have bought or earned by playing this game. These NFTs aren't cheap, and while Splinterlands does have um, a really cool system where you can show up and play with starter cards to kind of see if you like the game a lot, if you're going to be looking to get invested in this one, that's going to take some time and some money. I don't think that's a problem. I think that oftentimes in these projects, the investments that we put into them are really important. And when I see people who are trying to benefit from these projects without making any kind of investment of time, energy, or effort, I'm just reminded of the parasite. So, using my assets, I've set my battle line here, and we enter the battle. Not sure why it's showing things like this. Possibly a problem with me having full screen, but I'll skip to the end of the battle and crap, I lost. Let's try that again. Let's try to run another battle and see if we can see what a battle actually looks like. Thanks for bearing with me here. This is my first video of this kind of thing, and Lord knows it will come with some unexpected. So now we got a battle where I'm able to use Death Splinter, which is my main splinter, and the rules that we're given have melee attack monsters being able to hit from any position, and legendary monsters being banned from the battle. This is a great mix. Have my Haunted Spirit, gonna put him right up front, and then instead of just dropping down all my ranged creatures behind him, I can also toss in a couple melee creatures, because in the Super Sneak rule set, they're able to hit from wherever they're located. Really want to win this battle so you guys don't think that I'm a chump. So, grab this Undead Badger, and then we'll grab this Animated Corpse. This is a really great example of your standard Splinterlands lineup. You're going to want to put some melee creatures that are tough and hard to take down right in front, and then behind them, you're going to have a variety of ranged creatures forming a firing line to try to help you win that battle. Man, really can't. It appears that there might be a problem with Splinterlands battles showing today, so I'm gonna just kind of keep on moving. I can hit skip to results. I don't get to see the battle, but I do get to see that I won, which is always great. For winning that battle, I made almost 14 deck. That is about 4 cents. Again, being able to earn almost a nickel for winning one game, that is substantial. And that is the kind of thing that, in my opinion, we can't afford to ignore. I didn't think that I was able to afford to ignore it, at least. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. You can then take the deck that you've earned, and I'll send it out of the game, just straight over to my wallet on the Hive engine. Here's 1,000 deck that I've earned over the past couple days, not only from playing games, but from renting cards. That's right, you heard me. If you don't want to continue playing your Splinterlands collection, you can always just rent your cards out to other players so they can play and you can earn each day by them paying to rent your cards. Here is a variety of the Splinterland cards. As you can see, prices all over the place. These cards, obviously, these ones that are tens of thousands of dollars for single copies, these are outliers and some of the most powerful cards in the game. However, I've beat both these cards multiple times, so this is not, in my opinion, one of those games where the person who spends the most money always wins. That's one of my favorite things about Splinterlands, y'all. This is a game where you can use your cleverness and skills to beat the people who have a much larger budget than you. And man, there's few things less satisfying. They're more satisfying than that. There's also a card for Waka Flocka Flame. Why the hell not? Let's hop to the next game. This game is called NFT Panda, and it is a lot like those first two games that I was telling you about, where essentially it is a gamification of standard DeFi principles that, in my opinion, will help bring decentralized finance to a much, much larger audience by making learning about this kind of thing more fun. If you are interested in me kind of doing a video that's more just straight up about explaining that, I'd be happy to do so. Please just ask in the comments. In this game, you show up with your NFTs. In this case, each of these penguins is, or excuse me, each of these panda is an NFT that I own. And then once every hour, you can send them on missions. I'm sending this panda out to the first area to just collect bamboo. Bamboo is the crypto token that the game runs on. I get a randomized multiplier that affects the amount of bamboo that I get back, get a little bit of experience, and as my character levels up, I can stake more bamboo to keep them leveled up and pulling in more bamboo. This game is expanding like crazy, and that's one of the things that I really love about it. If I didn't want to pull in bamboo, for example, I could maybe go to this forest and try to get some of these other game assets. All of these are NFTs that, if dropped in the game, will be sent right to my crypto wallet. Now, I'm a simple man. I'm looking for bamboo. All of those assets can be bought with bamboo. And I have a panda that I need bamboo to level up. So I'm not over complicating this one. And there we go. Just with a couple clicks, I've earned, I think, about 1 bamboo. I'm not going over the prices of the crypto assets in USD because they change so quickly that I just don't think it's helpful right now. But yeah, that's NFT Panda. You can see that there's all kinds of things coming to the game. I'm not sure quite what this is. It looks like we're going to be getting the abilities to rent out our pandas again soon, which is something that I really enjoy in these games. You can equip your panda with weapons of various sorts, and you need to feed them so they can keep doing missions. I think they need to eat like once every 20 missions. So again, this is kind of like a Tamagotchi game that's, in my opinion, we're going to see grow into something more akin to RuneScape. Maybe not a fully 3D RuneScape, maybe something more akin to Heroes of Loathing, for those who played that era of internet games. And to me, that's something I'm really excited about. I love games like this, and to me right now, the amount of bamboo that I got, the price of it in USD really doesn't matter, because what I'm going for here is exposure to these projects and exposure to these games, so I can be playing them next year when they're more interesting than they are now. I hope that's helpful. Let's head to the next item. Oh boy, this one is contentious. Rollercoin. Rollercoin is a crypto mining simulation where you build yourself a mining room, and then every 10 minutes real time, that mining room earns you cryptocurrency automatically, depending on the amount of mining power that you have. To me, who grew up in the age of faucets for cryptocurrency, this reminds me of auto faucets, which were programs that you could show up and click buttons, so every X minutes or hours you would automatically be dropped a small amount of cryptocurrency. The small amount there rubs people the wrong way, but to be real, as someone who's been involved with crypto as long as I am, I feel like I understand that if you're getting any amount of a reputable cryptocurrency every 10 minutes for the foreseeable future, that is an extremely powerful option to take advantage of. If you if you search Rollercoin online, you're gonna find one of the worst communities on the internet, in my opinion. You're gonna find a bunch of people who are really interested in finding out, if I put $200 into this game, how long is it gonna take me to earn enough cryptocurrency to pull $200 out of it? Um, that kind of thinking isn't really how I aim my strategies forward. Right now, I have paid less than $200 into Rollercoin, and I'm making currency hand over fist, to be real. A lot of that has to do with the referral program. I've been writing articles about this program and brought over 100 people into the game. So when they play and spend money, I earn a very, very small percentage of what they earn. But mostly, it's just been months up to a year of playing events. The game has mini games that you can play to come in and earn extra mining power. You effectively have to log in and play one of these games a day to keep your mining system running. That is just about how many I play. Maybe I play a dozen a day. But you'll see people talk about, I've been playing hours and hours and hours of Rollercoin every day and I'm not making money. Oh yeah, I haven't bought any miners yet. Those people are fundamentally missing the point of a game like this. It's a mining simulation. And without these miners, the amount that you make every 10 minutes, which in my opinion is the real payout of this game, is going to be extremely minimal. One of the things that makes this game worth playing is what you can be getting paid out in. First, of course, there's RLT, which is the token for the game. RLT is a stable coin currently pegged at $1. RLT is what you use to buy pretty much everything in the game, from miners to loot boxes to parts to even skins. I do not farm RLT. I farm a little coin you might have heard of called Bitcoin. And what that means is that every 10 minutes I get roughly 22 Satoshis. Again, every 10 minutes, real time, without having to log in, I get 22 Satoshis. I'm going to let you make up your own mind on if that's good or bad. In my opinion, I'm making Bitcoin every 10 minutes. I'm happy. There are some people who are going to say a Satoshi is such a small standard of measurement that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many of those you're earning. They're fractions of a cent. What are you doing? As someone who believes that we're going to see Bitcoin in the hundreds of thousands of dollars over the coming decades, I'm very happy to be earning any amount of Satoshis every 10 minutes. You can also earn Ethereum. Here's BNB. I'm not sure what this one is, honestly. Here's Tether, Matic Poly, Doge, and I think that's Luna? Not quite sure though. The point here is that the coins that you have access to getting rewards in are very much real coins that if you go in here and tell, you can see you're able to pull these out of the game. So again, this is an opportunity to be making a very large amount of Bitcoin, in my opinion. Steady. Let's head to the next tab. You heard me speak about the articles that I've been writing on Peaked. This is Peaked. This is not a game, this is a social media platform, but I thought that it might be worth mentioning. In my opinion, it's very, very worth mentioning. We can go to my blog, and here you can see all of the articles that I've been writing over the past year on these subjects. next to each article, you're going to see my payout because, ladies and gentlemen, there is a glorious new era of social media coming where instead of getting upvotes or comments or clout, you're going to be earning cryptocurrency back. You're going, this is, in my opinion, going to change everything. Now, where does this cryptocurrency come from? Effectively, people have account power depending on how much money they have in their wallet account and what they've done with it. When that person upvotes or comments on your account, you will get an amount of cryptocurrency proportional to their account power. Hive runs on a variety of different cryptocurrencies, from Hive to Hive-backed dollars. Hive-backed dollars is a steady stablecoin, so you can always convert your Hive into Hive-backed dollars for a bit more stability. And right now, if you stake it, HBD has 20% APR. Everyone is currently freaking out about Terra being a scam because it is 19.5 APR, and I don't know if it is. Honestly, I haven't researched it. But with projects like Hive having been rewarded or having been rewarding large numbers like that for a while, yeah, there are options here, folks. Let's head to the next tab. Here is my Hive wallet. I've never put money into this wallet. Currently, it's sitting above $3,000. Everything in this wallet are assets that I've earned playing games. D-Packs Alpha, they're packs from a game. They're packs from a game, rather. Totem, those are Splinterlands assets. SL Dice, those are Splinterland packs. Untamed, Splinterlands packs. Plot, Splinterlands land. Deck, Splinterlands asset. Chaos, Splinterlands packs. Woo Alpha, packs for a new game coming up. SPT, that is a currency that I earned by writing about Splinterlands. This is $3,000 that I've earned playing Splinterlands in the past year. As someone who grew up very, very poor and working in restaurants, busting my ass, this is a dream come true, y'all. I get to make money playing video games, and I really think that more people need to know about this so they can get involved. Let's see what else we got in my tabs. Ooh, here's a good one. Now, a lot of these crypto games, there's a delicate balance between how fun the gameplay is and how high the earning potential is. This is a game called Skyweaver that is still in beta, that, in my opinion, is going to be huge. They are leaning very much towards making the game fun as opposed to making it super easy to earn daily income, and I think that is going to serve them extremely, extremely well. Let's see, what's the best way? So a Skyweaver game is going to look a lot like your average Hearthstone type game, where this is one where you're going to be playing your cards up, you're going to be dragging them to hit, etc. This isn't a battle line type game. This is the kind of game that people really, really want. And this game is already quite far along. It's really, really fun, y'all. I just really enjoy this one. And once you climb the ladder, you can play these advanced modes where you're competing for gold and silver cards that are NFTs that you actually own, can sell, can trade, etc. I've been playing this game for a very long time. I'm almost level 420 here. I've unlocked almost a full copy of all the cards in the game, but not NFT copies. So this is a game that I've been playing for probably the past 6 months and not earned anything playing. But I'm really excited at the future of this game, and that this seems to be like a more serious view of or I don't know. It just, y'all, I'm very excited about Skyweaver. I really can't wait to see what they're able to do with this. Um, Man, we're crossing, we're well past the half an hour mark, and this video has gone on for a lot longer than I hoped. I hope that this is helpful for you, and I hope that games like this can help demonstrate to people why cryptocurrency is important, how cryptocurrency is going to affect industries that seem like they have nothing to do with it, and is going to provide opportunities in ways that it's really hard to even consider right now. I do work in the cryptocurrency industry. It's something that I'm really, really passionate about, but to me, it's important to be able to show people why, and it needs to go beyond, well, it's earned me a good amount of money. I think that cryptocurrency crashing into, or excuse me, like the blockchain industry crashing into other industries like gaming, like this, is going to be a big part of this next stage of the internet. And I hope that this video is in some way helpful for you. Um, if you have any questions at all, please, please, please ask me. I would love to communicate with you about these things, which I love. And honestly, a lot of this is pretty confusing. A lot of these games have taken me a lot of figuring out to get through. And while I enjoy ironing out complicated problems like that, I understand that most people don't. So if you have got involved with any of the games that I've mentioned here and have any questions, please just let me know. I would be happy to help. And yeah, I hope you have a really great rest of your day, y'all. Come back soon. Bye.